Good afternoon, everyone. This is Matt over at MilestoneCapitalGrowthPortfolio.com. Today is Thursday, July 23rd. Amazing earnings came out today for us as members of Milestone. We really have been doing a lot of analyzing this stuff of different things. But Amazon, big winner again, like Google. And Google's coming back down, but Amazon is going up right now. So that one's the big winner of the day. Also, I want to take a look at Trip and PCLN because we called the downside on this, potential downside on this, for technical reasons, and it is working out so far. So we want to look ahead for where Trip can go and the potential of a nice support area on this miss. They missed on the top and bottom. Not sure how they guided. I'm not listening to the call right now. I'm doing the video. But just from a technical standpoint, it really raced up higher today. It did really well. It broke some long-term trend lines on the weekly. So I think a lot of people were expecting this to beat and push higher and higher and higher. We had some reservations on that for a couple of reasons. And basically what it came down to is looking at the daily, okay? Now with the daily here, and even though it did break this trend line, you could see this candle here just shot it right up. But the relative strength index really got up to about 70 today, very strong, and your stochastics was really high also and get right across. So there was more of a technical reason for us to say probably puts will work out more beneficial on this side for a pullback. Long term, it looks great for the upside. For the short term, though, we're going to look at the hourly real quick here and see where a couple of gaps are that need to take place. The hourly cranked to the upside. We have a little gap right here at 88, and right now we're right about 85 in that area. So we're pretty much below all that, and we will be going lower here for a reset. And the reason I say that is we have this lower target you could see on the daily is going to be this 70 gap right here. This was from I believe last earnings that rocketed right up, then drifted off, and then it got going again, and now it's coming back down again. So the long target here, not the long term, pretty short term, because you know how sellers work out. We should hit the 70 without any problem, and then just go sideways for a little while and accumulate to the upside. But you can see on the monthly, there's nothing broken about this. This looks really nice. It's in a beautiful trend to the upside after. Let me grab this here. Forget that all those other ones. After all that noise and earnings and everything, it's still, you pull back down. Here's your earnings, and we drifted off. Here's your support here. Came back up over the middle Bollinger Band. Looked very bullish from much more of an upside. So if they beat, I think it would have skyrocketed. But because they didn't beat, we could break this long-term trend line and start heading down here. It depends where we close out the month. We still have a few days left, but if we close under this, look for this one to get hit pretty good and continue to the downside, maybe to the low end of 67, or even lower to this double bottom here to the 65 area where the lower Bollinger Band is, in that area. So we can keep an eye on that. All right, let's take a look at PCLN, because that's another one here, and I know people are nervous and people trade this like it's going out of style, but it's in a tight wedge right now, and that's all there is to it. If you're looking at the monthly here, this is saying we're beautiful, but we did hit a double top there, single top here. This acted as resistance, then it dropped back down again. So you have this on a monthly view coming into a really tight zone right here. So something's going to happen where either it's going to bust out to the upside or bust to the downside. Now we were in calls for a reason. I'm going to drop this down to the daily. We were down in calls for a reason over here off this support level, and the reason we were, let's see if I can make this smaller here. Okay, and the reason we took the calls on this and we had an upside target was we had this support. We had this support back here, and then it came in and had the support right here. Nice little head fake here, but if you give yourself enough time, we shot all the way up to get this gap right here. Beautiful gap here on the daily that was planned out. And we got it just in time, and the relative strength index went from 30 to 70, which is a part of our session here. And you can see it's starting to drift down. And once it came all the way up and hit this resistance here, because you had triple top there and a single top up here. So it pretty much hit that resistance, filled this gap, and it was overbought, and then starts coming down. Okay, now normally you would get a full reset down to 30 at some point with bounces in between, of course. I'm not saying it's going there. I don't know. Earnings are going to play a big role in this. I just want to make note that we have a gap here to get filled. Typically, we should get that very soon. I think with Trips earnings, we're going to get both of these gaps and the support right in this level. So pre-earnings, we'll have to see where we are. But if we reset here and we reset here and we set down here prior to the earnings, then I would imagine we're going to come back up to the 1250 or even higher. So we'll have to follow PCLN. If you're not a member, $99 a month, make sure you join us. It'll be a good time. You get some great training, and we do some amazing technical analysis. As you can see from UA, it's over 100% right now from where we called it at 44. Starbucks is another one. MasterCard, Visa, hundreds and hundreds of these. So LinkedIn's a great trader. So anyway, that's a technical outlook right now I see on PCLN and Trip. So we'll see what happens here. Have yourself a fantastic night, everyone.